Yes, my dears, and welcome to my delicious channel. Today we're cooking Korean food and we're making Jjamppong, a very delicious, spicy Korean noodle soup with lots of seafood and vegetables. It's just the right food for the colder winter days. I'll show you how to make it right here. But first, a quick note about my book, because a lot of people are asking when it's coming out. So for those who don't know yet, yes, I wrote a cookbook, and it's coming out on November 16th. It will be available in stores and online so very soon, and it contains over 60 Asian recipes, including all my favorite recipes and yours too. You'll find out more about it in the next video. I'll also be doing a giveaway then, so stay tuned, and now let's cook noodle soup first. Have fun!
We'll start with the vegetables. Of course, you can vary the types of vegetables. I have a piece of ginger here, 4 cloves of garlic, a medium-sized onion, a small carrot, a piece of leek, and 6 fresh shiitake mushrooms. You can also use dried shiitake mushrooms. In that case, soak them in hot water for 15 minutes beforehand. Shiitake mushrooms have a lot of umami, but you can also use other types of mushrooms if you like. I also really like to use 1 bok choy and 2 Chinese cabbage leaves or pointed cabbage. First, peel the garlic and ginger, then finely grate or chop them, and then cut the rest of the vegetables into small pieces. Peel the onion and cut it into strips. Wash the leek and cut it into thin strips. Peel the carrot and also cut it into strips. Wash the pak choy, halve the larger leaves, and cut off the stem. Also cut a bit off the bottom of the Chinese cabbage leaves and cut the rest into strips. Clean the shiitake mushrooms, cut off a piece of the stem and slice them. Then you'll need 80 grams of meat for the soup. Cut this into small pieces, for example into strips. The meat adds a bit more flavor to everything. You can use beef steak or pork belly. Now let's move on to the seafood. Here too you can use and combine different types of seafood, whichever you prefer. I have 280 grams of fresh mussels here. Soak them in salt water for a few hours to clean and remove any sand, then wash them thoroughly again. 6. Peel the shrimp if they are not already peeled, making sure they are headless and deveined. And about 150 grams of squid tubes, which you can buy frozen at the Asian supermarket. They are already cut and pre-cooked. Otherwise, you can cut the squid tubes yourself with a diamond pattern or simply slice them into rings. Then you have everything prepared and can start cooking. For that, add a splash of canola oil to a wok or pot. Saute the garlic and ginger over medium heat, then add the meat, sear it, and afterwards add the onion and leek. Now add the remaining vegetables as well, combine everything. Continue frying for about 2 minutes, then add gochugaru, Korean chili flakes. This time, I'm making a version that's not quite as spicy, so I'm only using 2 tablespoons of chili flakes, combined with half a tablespoon of paprika powder. If you like it really spicy, you can of course use a lot more chili flakes and leave out the paprika powder. Keep frying and make sure to stir constantly so the chili flakes don't burn. After that, add 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. I actually prefer to use dark soy sauce here, but you can also use light soy sauce if you like. And 1 tablespoon of sake, or alternatively Chinese cooking wine or sherry. Mix everything together well and continue frying, then deglaze with 1 liter of chicken broth. If necessary, you can also just use water. Stir and bring to a boil. Then add the seafood and cook for 4 to 5 minutes until the mussels have opened. Then season the soup with a tablespoon of oyster sauce. Fish sauce also works, and season with salt and pepper. In my case, I added 2 teaspoons of salt and half a teaspoon of white pepper. Try it out to see how you like the taste, and if necessary you can add more seasoning. Then the soup is ready. So finally, you cook the noodles. You can also do this at the same time while the soup is still cooking, or you can do it afterwards and keep the soup warm in the meantime. If you can get the slightly thicker Korean noodles, then use those. Otherwise, I recommend using Japanese ramen noodles for this. Cook them in water for 4 to 5 minutes, then drain and rinse with cold water. If you want, you can also try other types of noodles. They should be ideal. Use Serbian noodles for their moist texture. Now you can serve everything. First, put a portion of noodles in the bowl, then pour the soup with all the goodies over it. To make your bowl look even prettier, you can place a few shrimp and mussels on top. So beautiful and so delicious. Yum, enjoy your meal.